Enjoy. My name's Kalen McNeil. I'm one of the co-founders of Big Wheel Burger. It's my namesake. My nickname's Big Wheel. And I started Big Wheel Burger. I was playing soccer with a group of friends and I ended up doing a big tumble. My last name is McNeil, and all of a sudden someone said, Kalen, Big Wheel McNeil, and there it was. I was Big Wheel McNeil. I wanted to open a burger joint for a number of years. We've been in the restaurant business since '99 with Zambri's, our Italian restaurant here in Victoria. And I thought a burger joint named Big Wheel Burger would be a great brand. As far as the environmental component, I was trying to think of unique ways to do something different. I knew from growing up, fast food there's always a stigma around waste and bad for the environment. So I really wanted to do something good for the environment. We're able to do it and bring it into a cost not much different than if we weren't sustainable. So if we could be a sustainable restaurant versus not for the same price, it would be against my moral fiber to not do it.
Order at 627 for cake.
Everything that goes out of the restaurant is compostable. So everything on our trays are completely compostable. The straws, the cup, the lid, all of the food product, of course, is compostable. So it all goes into our compost bins, which then go to another bin, which is in our back. And we have a company that comes and collects that compost. It's brought to a big compost area, and then is produced. Basic compost is produced from it, and it's sold and used in farming, and we actually use it in our garden that we created. We created a community garden on the boulevards, so there are basically unused boulevards that weren't really being maintained by the city very well, and we applied to create a community garden out of it. So we use some of our compost for that. A restaurant our size produces about 400 tons of carbon a year, 400 to 500 tons of carbon. So any business that's not being efficient with their waste produces 400 tons. So for us, we produce, after becoming carbon neutral, we produce around 50 tons of carbon versus 400 tons. So we reduce it almost by 90%. So that 50 tons, what we do is we offset. And it's very cheap to do. So our carbon offsets, a monthly cost is about $150. So for us, that's basically how we become carbon neutral, is we offset the carbons we do produce. So we're constantly striving to reduce our carbon emissions to as low as possible. It's impossible to be zero, but we divert 99.5% of everything that comes in here gets diverted from the landfill. So that's something that we're proud of, and that's what it means to be carbon neutral.
My name is Jackson McDonald. I'm like the longest tenured cook at the Cook Street location. I think that if you're a progressive person and you're looking for entry-level work, it can be hard to find a place that you can feel good about working at. And so when I saw that Big Wheel was a sustainable business, I thought that was something that I could get behind. Even if all I'm doing is, cooking burgers, I can feel good about what I'm doing.
I mean, I have to say our cheeseburger. I mean, it's our #1 seller. It's basically, if you're going to go to a restaurant for the first time, just have what they do well. We obviously have some really interesting specials. We're doing vegan burgers right now. And again, that does benefit from some local produce, beets and whatnot that we source locally. And also to bring a product that is different and also serves a market of people that may not be served properly. We're celiac friendly. So that's something that we're proud of as well. But I do think our cheeseburger, we also have a secret menu that you can check out on our website, and so there's a number of items that aren't on our regular menu that is on our secret menu. So there's some things on there that are super popular that only people in the know, which is kind of cool. It's fun. We're doing something bigger than just selling burgers, spreading the word about sustainability, removing carbon, so at the end of the day, hopefully we'll have more Big Wheel burgers. Hopefully we'll also, more importantly, encourage other businesses to become carbon neutral. That sort of would be, if I only ever have 3, but there's 10 or 15 other people that are inspired to do what we're doing, then that would be good enough for me as well. I can't tell you what the secret sauce is, but I can tell you that it's delicious. And it is probably one of the reasons why people keep coming back, because it is somewhat addictive. There's no illegal drugs in it. It's clean, pure product, for the record.